Hello? Hello? I think it's about time we play video game. Hello? Hi. Are you ready for video game? I think it's about time. Now, there is an ad break in progress. Unfortunately. So perhaps I'll meander until it's over. It's only got 1 more minute left. But here, let me turn off the music. We've got chapter 2 to do today. The lab conduct.
Yippee!
My subtitles did not care to subtitle me doing that.
Yippee!
No? Okay. No yippies. It does not recognize me doing it in a high-pitched voice as words. Let's get into it, though. The Lab Conduct, Episode 2. This intro is very fun. All right.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading, assisted by Dr. Williams, and in the lab itself, our volunteer, Mr. Asian. We have artifact 23 in the chamber, recovered from crash site B. At the moment it appears inert, showing no signs of activity. Mr. Asian, instructions for each stage will come through to your terminal, and we need you to follow them exactly. Now, some of this may be unfamiliar, so always reference the manual on your terminal for guides on calibration and procedure. Once you've calibrated equipment to match our brief, the green light will flash, allowing you to trigger the experiment. One last thing. Ensure that any equipment non-essential to the current experiment is switched off. You cannot proceed until your calibration matches ours. When you're ready, let's bring this back.
Okay, we're in it. Okay, Experiment 1, Internal Analysis, Subject J1986, MEM, is enclosed in solid outer layers. X-ray the artifact to determine its internal structure. So let's do M for manual. Electromagnetic X-ray. I believe that is what we need. 1. Required apparatus. Camera, monitor set to X-ray. Charge CC86 X-ray device. TV input modes. R3, IR, XR. So we need to set it to XR. So let's, nope, not that. Okay. So we need, is there a way to turn around? There was more stuff. Press the keys bracketed in the top menu to move between pages. Press Tab to roll over to the chest chamber. At the chamber, use your mouse cursor to select and interact. There we go. That's what we wanted. Okay, so the camera is set up here. The object in question is inside this, like, vault thing. Let's turn on our computer, or rather our monitor, and let's get... So it's set to R3. We want it on XR though. Okay, we're looking at a heart. Awaiting X-ray data. Okay. Monitor set to X-ray. Charge CC86 X-ray device. So this is what we need. And then...
Okay, good work. The X-ray is coming through now.
Okay.
There's no visible damage to the surrounding organic material. No signs of activity either. All output is flatlined. Okay, let's begin.
Surface reaction attempt. Hi, sleep. Demonstrate the effects of laser light on the object. Try using a low-powered red laser to begin with. Okay. Let's do 2. Concentrated light laser. Okay, so LZR2 light generator set wavelength, monitor set to RGB, and then the light frequency for red is 650. So let us change this to RGB. I believe that's correct. Monitor set to RGB. Well, that's R3. R3 is RGB. Okay, yes. So the LZR2. LZR2. Okay, here it is. And we need it to be at 650. And let's do that.
No reaction from first stage. Let's try a high frequency.
Okay. Experiment complete. Experiment 2B. Surface reaction attempt. Demonstrate the effects of laser light. Increase the laser energy. Use the green laser. Okay. So let's do 5, 10. We're skipping yellow straight to green. Okay, 5, 10. So let's clear that. 5, 10.
Okay, Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again.
Increase again. Okay. Experiment complete. Okay. Wait. What did that say? Increase to blue laser. Okay. So blue is 455. The heart is beating.
Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. There's no activity registering in the core. It's possibly damaged. Let's push further.
All right. Pushing further. Test the acoustic resonance properties of the object. Begin with generating a 250 hertz sine wave with amplifier gain set to 1. Okay. So, acoustic resonance. We need the signal generator set frequency and waveform. Amplifier set gain. Okay, so we need a sine wave. At 250 hertz with a gain of 1. Okay. So let's turn this on. Switch it to sine. And we need it at... What did we need it at? I forgot already. 250 with a gain of 1. Okay. $250. Set it to 69. That's not what they wanted. I'll get in trouble. Okay, where is the... How do we set the gain? Amplifier, set gain. Amplifier display. Huh. Okay, let's turn that off. Amplifier display. Where? I don't see it. Hold on. Uh-huh. Fine. Hold on. Let me just turn it all the way back down again. Oh. Whoop. There we go. 69 hertz. Oh, there's the amplifier. Okay. Is it already at a gain of 1? It doesn't let me actually turn it on unless all the settings are correct, so this does nothing for us. Oop. There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. Hold on. If I turn this... Okay, yeah. It doesn't actually let us do it if I don't have it at the correct hertz. Darn. Alright, here we go.
It's not much of a response. Updating the experiment now.
Okay. Increase the frequency to 500 hertz sine wave and amplifier gain 5. Okay. 500 gain 5. So let's just do... It's hard to be accurate. Okay. 500. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. Nice. Okay. Anyway, 500. Oh.
Seeing some fluctuations in activity. Should we increase? To the risk of damage? What about volunteer? Okay, we're gonna push further. I'm running out of time. Let's switch around.
Okay. Switch to square wave. Okay. Oh, hold on. Wrong thing. Oopsie doopsie. Uh-huh. I'm sure this is fine.
Seeing good activity on this side. Seeing definite spikes in movement. I know this might seem uncomfortable or dangerous, but you need to trust us and keep going.
Okay. Maintain the gain of 5. Bring the waveform frequency up to 1K hertz. Damn. Okay. We're gonna end up blowing this heart right up. A little too much sauce. Hold on. Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, we blew it up.
Full activity registering. We did it. Can you hear us? You've made excellent progress. You're doing great. Now we need you to stay calm and try to relax as we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
The protective casing is off. Proceed to drill the surface. Let me turn this shit off. Can I switch it to infrared? Okay. Alright. Let us look at our manual here. Drill press. Switch drill on. Ensure all other equipment except the TV camera are switched off. When ready, trigger Sync Master as normal to begin. Alright, good luck with your horror smut. Godspeed. Okay, this seems fine. Oh, there's an object inside the heart. I
How
see.
do you feel? Don't be scared. We have the situation under control. Take a few moments, and when you're ready, we'll continue.
Alrighty. Make contact with the artifact. Open the chest chamber. 5. Safety instructions. Use safety goggles and gloves at all times. Do not leave the container unattended during experimentation. It is extremely dangerous to handle any items within the container. Please ensure your next of kin is updated at HR. As per your agreement, follow instructions exactly. Okay. What is 6? Okay. Well, we've done everything on that front. We simply have to open the test chamber. Hello? Greetings.
Stay calm. You're doing fine. Don't be afraid.
Hello.
I'm sorry to have to do this, but we have to...
Oh, there's the flashing light. Yikes.
I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. It's time to remember.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Don't try to speak. Stay calm. You're a proxy now. You have a connection to the entity's inner core. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you its memories. Look into it. The visions will translate onto the screen to be something that you can understand, that you can play out.
Holy crap. Okay. We are at the point where if you have photosensitivity, this game is dangerous. Yeah, I did say it is dangerous at this point. Goodbye.
Remarkable. You can navigate its memories. Use the computer. Work your way through.
You wake up in the cryopod. Struggling against gravity, you force yourself up. Impact into the planet's surface has torn a hole in the ship hull. Poisonous atmosphere spills into your craft. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Yeah, the only option in the options menu for this game is subtitles. Like, there's not even volume or anything. It's just straight up, do you want subtitles? Yes or no? I did briefly discuss how, this game does have a photosensitivity warning when you boot it up. I did discuss that briefly last night. When we played Chapter 1. Okay, impact, you are in grave danger, you have to get out of here. The craft is broken beyond repair. There is wreckage all around. An airlock door is locked tight, and the computer terminal adjacent blinks. Look at terminal. The monitor blinks, demanding attention. The system looks usable. You tap at the screen and the airlock door splutters to life, slowly opening with a horrendous noise. The ship powers down to silence, having spent the last of the reserves.
This organ was taken from what we think was the leader. These memories are different. They're not like the others. There's more detail here. Less hazy. Lean in. See what else it hides.
You squeeze through the damaged airlock and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Everything breathe... Oh, sorry. Every breath...
Are we getting all of this? It's describing the moment we found the ship. Mr. Asian, please continue.
Brother, I'm reading. Don't interrupt me. Every breath brings pain to your chest. You look around to see you are surrounded by mangled metal. Bright lights pour through every gap in the surrounding wreckage. The lights are blinding. You can make out silhouettes, but you will need to move some of the surrounding wreckage for a better view. With every ounce of your remaining strength, you move your way enough of the wreckage for you to carefully crawl through. The lights that surround you now attack your senses. Okay, hold on. You squint at the light, trying to shield your visor lens at the same time. It is a circle of artificial lights set up around you to illuminate the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. The silhouette is bipedal and bulky. Some sort of mask covers its face. It beckons you to approach.
Your heart rate is elevated, but you're doing well. For what it's worth, very few of our test subjects ever make it this far. You should be proud of yourself.
We awake. The room is silent only for the quiet hum of equipment and occasional machine beep. Your touch isn't yours. We are all as one. We move together in unison. The screen didn't give anything away, flashing symbols and what could be numbers in rhythm. We are in a bed, in a small, artificially lit room with a single door. There's some sort of writing pinned to the wall. Adjacent is a display monitor.
We didn't put this entity in quarantine. It expired at the crash. Whose memories are these? When did this happen?
With wires that drape across the room and into our chest, they have tortured us.
What just happened? What's that alarm?
There's been a disconnection in quarantine lab 15.
Find out what's going on.
We yank at the wires protruding from our chest. Together, we all scream in pain. This action sets off an alarm, echoing loudly down the adjacent corridor. The door in the corner looked atmospherically sealed shut. The screen was blank other than a red symbol flashing in the center, registering the wires being disconnected.
Doctor, specimen 20 left lab 15. It's on the move.
Oh, God. That vision. It's not a memory. It's happening right now. Mr. Asian, I need you to stop what you're doing, please.
I don't think I will. Through the door, we find ourselves in an empty room with a device on the table. It looks familiar. They don't know how it works, but this host does. The door closes behind us and a lock clamps shut. We are alone together. It was an access code terminal for a wide connection allowing commanders to commandeer other hosts. Only you, we have access to these codes. It's time to use them.
What is that? We haven't seen that before. What is it doing?
It's using the tool we recovered from the crash site. It's in our system. It's sending something across the network. It's broadcasting.
Mr. Asian, please. We deeply regret what we have put you through, but please understand it was for the greater good. We had to know more. Rebelling now could be catastrophic. You don't know what this might do to you in the long run.
I don't... Hold on, actually. Yeah? Uh-huh. Dang it. I thought I had it. Can I get a fucking hint, dude? Oh. That goes by way too quick. Good lord. What? I don't... Okay, wait. All I need to know is... The first one I think is correct. Man, this... Huh? What? Oh, whoops. This feels correct to me. Okay, maybe not. Hold on. I think it's this one. And then this one. Good grief.
They're all free. They're converging. It's over. One day, Mr. Asian, this will haunt you.
And that was episode 2. I think the flashing in this one is a lot. I don't have any issues with like flashing lights and such. However, that like the fact that you can't turn off the like that crazy amount of flashing is unfortunate as well. I think that like trying to like do the code, but in order to get the code you have to stare at that flashing. That is so hard to look at. It's hard to get the code because you're forced to stare at something that doesn't feel good to look at.